In this help video, I want to show you how you can use Let's Play. A recent help video has explored how you can use Let's Explore. That function is really for one player to explore the speeches of a particular character in a Shakespeare play. Let's Play is for a few players to get together and read scenes to see what it says about the characters in the scene. I'm going to demonstrate this by using a Let's Play for 3 characters. So the first thing I do is open the Let's Play menu, go to Play Readings for 3 players, and first of all we'll see some informational posts which help you use Let's Play, and then if we scroll to the bottom, we haven't found the one that I want to use, which is about Polonius, so I go to older posts, and here's the one I'm looking for. It's Let's Play Polonius, dealing with Laertes and Ophelia. In other words, this Let's Play shows Polonius, how Polonius treats his daughter Ophelia and his son Laertes. There's some description at the beginning here, and then the 3 characters, Polonius, Reynaldo and Ophelia. If I click on one of those characters, let's start with Polonius, we'll see the whole scene, but with Polonius' lines highlighted in yellow. If we go back by pressing the back button, we'll get back and we can see that the other 2 characters are processed in pretty much the same way. So if I'm playing Reynaldo, I click on the Reynaldo link and I get his lines highlighted in yellow. Reynaldo is only in the first part of the scene, and Ophelia comes on after he's left. So you could in fact play this with 2 players, but we've set it up to use 3. So just for completeness, let's have a look at Ophelia, and we'll see that Ophelia isn't in this first part of the scene, but comes on after the exit of Reynaldo, and then Ophelia enters and talks with Polonius. So why have I chosen this scene to explore? Well, mostly it's because I think it's very revealing for how Polonius treats his son and Ophelia. In the first half of the scene, you'll see that Polonius's lines, and I suggest you read them after this help video, asks Reynaldo, who is going to go to Paris, and he pretty well asks him to spy on his son, which is perhaps not a very friendly thing to do, but perhaps something which some parents might do on their children. But he doesn't only ask him to spy on them, on Laertes, but he asks him to badmouth Laertes to other Danish people living in Paris, so that they will feel safe to badmouth Laertes back to Reynaldo. Now this is pretty unpleasant, and you'll see here that even Reynaldo starts to feel uncomfortable. Polonius says, and there put on Laertes, what forgeries you please. Marry, none so rank as may dishonour him, take heed of that. But, sir, such wanton, wild, and usual slips, as our companions noted and most known to youth and liberty, Reynaldo says, as gaming, my lord. Yes, gaming or drinking, fencing, swearing, quarrelling, drabbing, which means going with prostitutes. You may go so far, Reynaldo repeats, "My lord, that would dishonour him." "Faith, as you may season it in the charge." So really, Polonius is going quite far in treating his son quite badly. This doesn't fit well with the conventional view of Polonius as a rather old, silly man, but does fit with another view which reflects Elizabethan ideas, that Polonius is perhaps a spy, the chief of the spies, working for Claudius, and is using spying techniques to find out about his son. If we go back and have a look at Ophelia's lines, we'll see that Ophelia comes in very upset and tells her father that the Lord Hamlet has been to her room and came in with his doublet all unbraced, no hat upon his head, and with a look so piteous in purport as if he had been loosed out of hell. To speak of horrors, he comes before me. She's been very upset by how he behaved. He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Then he goes to the length of all his arm, and with his other hand thus o'er his brow, he falls to such perusal of my face as he would draw it. Now, how does Polonius respond to this very upset daughter coming in, saying how Hamlet had behaved badly? Does he comfort her? Does he seek to reassure her? No, his immediate response is, "Go with me. I will go seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love, and we better tell the king about it." So the comfort of his daughter is not at the centre of his thoughts, but his role as spy master to the king. So by playing this scene with 3 players, we learn quite a lot about Polonius. Of course, you may have a very different view of what's going on in the scene than I do, but it's certainly interesting to explore. Before we finish, there's one more thing I would like to show you, and that is you can get to that scene through play readings for 3 players, but you can also get to it through the play Hamlet. I'll go back to the home page, and as we usually do, scroll down until we see Hamlet. If I click on Hamlet, you'll then find I get the script of Hamlet, and down here an index. There's an index called the Let's Play section, and the first entry in that part of the index is Act 2, Scene 1, How Polonius Treats His Children. If I click on that link, we'll get back to the post which allows us to play that scene. So I hope you can see from that you can get to Let's Play items either through the Let's Play menu, which is perhaps particularly appropriate if you've got a few of you of a certain fixed number gathered to play scenes. For example, if there are 4 of you, you could click on the play readings for 4 players and find all the scenes we'd set up to use. Or you can go to the specific play, and let's just finish by showing you another one. If we go to Othello, we'll find an index for Othello which shows 3 scenes. A scene between Iago and Othello, where Iago warns Othello of jealousy. The scene between Desdemona and Othello of the lost handkerchief, and a scene where Othello distrusts Desdemona. So let's end where we start, at the beginning, or at the front page of Players-Shakespeare.com, and say, let's play has now been explained to you of how you can use it. I hope you found that useful.